And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Region 19 Flag Football Championship here in El Paso, Texas. You're watching live here on El Paso Sports Network. I'm Eddie Morelos. We got a full crew here. Hall of Fame coach Tony Grijalva, Mike Perez on the call as well tonight. We're about to have plenty of fun here, ladies and gentlemen, as we have two champions, one out of the Texans bracket, one out of the Cowboys bracket. Coach, you guys had an exciting game just a while ago, as well as I did. My game ended 14-0 with El Dorado Aztecs becoming the winners and the champions of the Cowboys bracket. How about you, Coach? How did you guys go about?
Exactly. It was a close ball game as well. The Eastwood Troopers came back in the second half to score a touchdown and beat the America's Trailblazers in a very hotly contested game. And first of all, congratulations to both teams.
Yes.
Both teams are going to make the trip to Denton for the state tournament. But right now, we're going to decide the champion of the El Paso region.
And they're about to get underway here. Mike Bettis, you've seen a lot of action so far. What have you seen here tonight?
Eddie's going to come down to speed. Both teams have a lot of speed. There's going to be which playmakers make the big plays here as this game goes on.
And we're under action, and there is a play made. There is the flag pulled by Eastwood, number 24.
One of the things that I noticed there with both teams, they like to run the ball. I think Eastwood will throw the ball a little bit more, but El Dorado is very efficient in their passing game.
Very efficient, Coach. They run a lot of streaks up the field.
Right.
Here comes the action.
And back to pass. We got a rusher. That is Haley Delgado. And throwing it out there to the flats. Short gain for the El Dorado Aztecs.
Olivia Torres on the flagpole. Mike, how important are good hands in this sport?
Well, I mean, more importantly is your quarterback play. That's an easy pitch and catch there, and you're going to see Tarango put it on the money most of the night. She's got very capable receivers in Fernandez and Ahia, so you're going to see her get that ball out to them quick and often.
They used Marin as the pass was there intended. They used her quite a bit in the previous game. Again, they streak up the field quite a bit. There it is again, Coach.
That's it. That is their basic offensive play for the El Dorado Aztecs, and they'll run other plays off of that. They were not successful on that series, so the ball goes over to the Eastwood Troopers.
So that's a turnover on downs. Mr. Mike, what do you believe Eastwood's going to do? You saw them in the previous game. What will they do here,
You're going to see a lot of Haley Delgado. They get the ball to her. She makes all kind of plays out of the slot, quick passes, and then they'll go downfield to some capable receivers, and that's one of them right there, number 9, Isabel Sanchez. She could come down with some challenging balls, and she can also come down with the easy grabs as well. Very capable receiving unit out here for the Troopers, but you'll see a lot of Haley Delgado getting the ball often.
Overthrown ball there, Coach.
Yeah, that's once again same formation, no backs. Gandara throws. Now she's looking in the middle seam, gets complete to number 5. That will be Colette Mena, who had a good game in the first game, and enough for an early first down for the Eastwood Troopers.
Coach, they got so many weapons that you lose track of people like Colette Mena, who had a really good game in that semifinal game earlier.
Yeah.
Marin with the flagpole. There it is. Oh, nice catch there made by the Troopers.
That's what Eastwood does. They like to throw the ball around. That time there was a nice seam pass, and Gandara did a good job waiting for the receiver to get past the linebacker and put it right on the money.
Angela Galford there. They took her whole belt and everything came off there, Coach, but that was a real nice seam route. And again, just like you said, Gandara threw a strike right up to hit the seam. Didn't give the secondary any chances there. Put it right on the money. Nice gain for the Troopers.
So the ball now is in about the 11-yard line, looks like, for the Eastwood Troopers. Second down. Snap. Handoff to Delgado. Did they drop the ball?
They did drop the ball. They were attempting a reverse play there, Coach.
Oh, okay.
And again, as we know, for those of us who have been following along, once that ball touches the ground, it goes dead.
It's dead. You're exactly right. So it's going to bring up a third down here for the Troopers. Looking in the end zone. High throw there, but nice reception by what we thought was one of the most valuable players for the first game, and that is Mariana Macias.
Yeah, she does just enough on the offensive side, but you'll see her from her safety position on the defensive unit. She's really, really impressive.
Yep.
So they're able to pass it because they're outside of the 5-yard line there.
Yes, correct. Oh, that was miscommunication there. Both of the receivers ran little stop routes, and Gandara thought they were going to run to the end zone, so it's incomplete. Brings up a 4th down.
Yes, nice pressure there by number 5, Jaden Ramirez, for El Dorado, coming in and making sure that Gandara didn't have a whole lot of time to survey the field.
And here she comes once again. Rushes quickly. Caught for a touchdown,
Yep.
Troopers.
Number 9, Isabel Sanchez there, runs to the front of the end zone, stops and turns around, and Gandara delivers the ball right on time.
Coach, we talked about how good Sanchez is at high pointing that ball, and she did exactly that. Plucked it out of the air for the first score of the game, going to the Troopers.
1-point attempt coming up for the Troopers, and that falls incomplete.
So on that first possession for the Troopers, they go up 6-0. You're watching Region 19 Championship here in El Paso, Texas. Again, thank you to Socorro Independent School District for providing these wonderful facilities here at SAC 2. What a place to be, guys, for an event like this.
Yeah, well, for any type of football, actually.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Yep, but in any case, the Eastwood Troopers out to a quick lead, just like they did in the previous game. And we'll see if the El Dorado Aztecs can come back offensively.
Tarango once again is the quarterback. She lines up very closely to the center. There is a running back in the backfield.
Mm-hmm. Taking the handoff. Oh, little slant play just off the fingertips of number 4. That is Aileen Marin. And that was a good pass.
Yeah, because she should have had it. She was just trying to catch it, bobbled it, and ended up hitting the ground. But a nice throw by Tarango there, but unfortunately her receiver couldn't come down with the ball.
2nd down now for the Aztecs. Lined up in a 1-back set again. Fakes the handoff.
Interception.
Guess who?
Yeah, Coach, that's her 3rd or maybe 4th interception of the night.
Yep.
She reads that really well. Mariana Macias there for the Troopers, and boy, she sets up the Troopers with a golden opportunity here to go up 2 scores very quickly in this first half of the first of this championship game.
As we all know, offense wins games. Championships are won by defense.
Yes,
and there's been a lot of great defense in this tournament.
There really has, from various teams as well. Passing to the end zone, and almost nice attempt there by number 16, I believe. That is Alvarado. Just off her fingertips. Brings up 2nd down for the Troopers. Looking to take a commanding 2-score lead here.
You know, just like Eddie was saying, this defensive unit for El Dorado has to step up and get a stop here, because if you go down 2 scores to the Troopers, it's going to be hard.
Yep.
And they just did.
And they're in there for the touchdown, gentlemen.
Yep, touchdown. That was...
Yeah, Coach, you know who it is? Colette Mena.
Oh,
she's
Mena? Okay.
She's one of those, they hide her coming across the field.
That's right.
And she's got a good speed. They were able to hit her in good hands and put it in her hands, and she just crossed the goal line for another score for the Troopers there.
Yep, nice shot there on that replay. Hadn't seen replay in a while. Extra point attempt. Oh, no good. Trying to get the ball to Haiti Delgado for probably a double pass, but fell incomplete.
The rusher was in the backfield putting pressure. Again, I
There
want to
it is
remind
again.
everybody to go to our website, epsportsnetwork1.com, so you can see all the updates from all the games. All the scores are there. The bracket is there, and much, much more. So, again, go to epsportsnetwork1.com.
First down now for the El Dorado Aztecs. On their 3rd possession, I believe it is. Down 12 points. There comes the pass. Oh, they're going deep. And that pass was a little bit short for the intended receiver.
Yeah, again, you got Haley Delgado, who plays the rusher for the Troopers, and she gets in there really quick, and she's giving Tarango all she can handle as she comes from a rush unit about 10 yards deep from the ball, or 7, sorry.
2nd down now. Again, there's the pressure that causes that pass to be thrown a little bit earlier than she wanted.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was either deflected or it just came
true,
off
too.
her hand funny, because it was spinning, kind of end over end there. And she's complaining to the ref about something. That's the quarterback, Tarango.
I'm looking at the replay here, but no, you just put your hands up.
Yep.
There was the deflection 2 times in a row by Delgado.
Delgado, a state championship wrestler.
Oh, very athletic, can do many things then, Coach.
Oh, yes. And that brings up a 3rd down, I believe, here for the Aztecs. Looking down the middle once again, and another fastball that just off the fingertips of the intended receiver.
Coach's rush is really playing in, mind tricks with Tarango. She's not able to avoid the rush and has to make, like we talked about earlier, when you make a quarterback make a quick decision and close that window, it makes them make plays on the fly, and sometimes they just can't handle it because they can't survey the whole field. And right now, Tarango's struggling with that pressure that the rushers for the Troopers are putting on her.
And I'll mention that they did not see this kind of rush in the previous game.
Sure
so,
again,
I'm sure this is very much affecting her mindset right now.
Yep, it really is. Once again, for the Aztecs, no back, empty set. Trying to throw the ball. And, she tried to catch it twice, did number 7, that is Maya Fernandez, and couldn't quite get control of it.
She was really keeping her eye on the ball. I thought at one point she was going to pull it in, Coach.
Yeah,
it's a turnover on downs now.
Look at the replay there, and again, she did sort of almost, I guess, had it, but fell harmlessly to the ground. Troopers now on 1st down, looking down the field. Oh, look out. Slightly overthrown there.
Yeah, she's trying to hit Delgado out of the backfield and just throw a little bit high, and brings up 2nd down for the Troopers here. But, Coach, going back to Tarango for the quarterback for El Dorado, she's going to have to find a way to avoid that pressure to give her wide receivers a chance to get downfield.
Yep, you're exactly right. That's the key. Another completion there by Gandara to once again, number 10, Macias. And it looks to me like the defense for the Aztecs, they're giving a lot of room to those receivers.
The wind is still kicking in here, gentlemen. How much does that play in the mental game, especially for young quarterbacks like these young ladies?
Well, we thought it was going to have some effect in the first game. Mike and I talked about it. But really, once the game began, there wasn't very many passes that we saw that were affected by the wind. Okay.
Yeah, it's been minimal, if any, where we've seen the ball flutter on the quarterbacks. They've actually stepped up and made some really solid throws, especially here, Gandara and Tarango for El Dorado. They've made good throws. It's just, we haven't seen the wind affect it too much.
There's a handoff there to Haley Delgado, getting up the field, getting some yardage, but not enough for the 1st down. I believe that was a 4th down play, so the turnover possession now goes back to the El Dorado Aztecs.
Nice flag pull by Jaden Ramirez once again, the senior. She played last year. I remember calling her name throughout the playoffs last year as well, Coach.
Yep. A lot of these players are back for their 2nd year, and I think that's one of the reasons that you see a marked improvement in the level of play.
Most definitely, Coach. They gained some experience. They know the game now. They're learning more and more as they go on.
They built their confidence as well, more confidence.
Most definitely.
The most important thing, Coach, is from all your years of coaching, when that game slows down for you a little bit, it just makes everything so much easier, and that's kind of what these girls are seeing as they get into their 2nd year of participating in this flag football event.
1st down for the Aztecs. Quarterback trying to set the offensive formation. 1 back. Looking down the field. One little slant route there for the intended receiver. I believe that's number 4, Marin.
Yes, nice catch there by Marin, Coach. But you see that everything is short because that rush is getting to Tarango so fast. She's going to have to find a way to sidestep these rushes and get the ball deep to some of our playmakers. We haven't seen her hit number 2, Ahea yet. And we haven't seen her get the ball to Fernandez, which are her 2 speedy playmakers that they have on this offensive unit.
Penalty here on El Dorado. The running back, as she's sitting there waiting for the snap, sort of took a couple of steps up, and they called her for procedure. And she looks back at the official like, what?
3rd down now for the Aztecs. Jukes one way, interception!
Same one, number 10, Mariana Macias.
I'm going to change your name to Dion, Coach. She's just getting everything going here. That's her 5th pick of the night.
Wow.
And, most DBs don't get 5 picks in a season, and she's had it in one night.
Yep. Nice replay there by Ace and Artie, bringing us another opportunity to see that move by Macias. And the Troopers, again, with excellent field position one more time.
Nice pass in the middle there, Coach.
Yep. That's one of the plays to the center. You know, Mike and I talked about some teams. That's one of their favorite plays is the center snaps the ball and then goes about 5 yards. They throw it to her, and easy completion.
Easy completion. Look for them to go to it again, Coach. It was wide open, and they could score on this one if they'd like to.
There you go. Oh, almost just a bit high. Good try to bring that ball down was the intended receiver. You see there on the replay. Got one hand on it.
Yeah, that was Macias, Coach. She's a nice, tall receiver, and she can high point some stuff, just like number 9 down here can. Isabel Sanchez on the left side.
Comes a pass one more time. That one intended for Delgado, but good defense that time by the El Dorado Aztecs, that linebacker out there on the right side.
Yeah, again, we see Gondera there struggle to get her feet and her hips swung over to make an accurate throw, and missed Delgado there on the short swing route.
One more time for the Troopers, looking in the back of the end zone. Too far, incomplete. I believe that was a 4th down play for the Eastwood Troopers. So a good job defensively by the El Dorado Aztecs to hold the Troopers scored after they gave up good field position.
Coach, that was a great job by the El Dorado defense. If you go down 3 scores to this Trooper unit, it's going to be a really tough task to come back. So kudos to the defense there for El Dorado to step up and get off the field without giving up any more points.
Right. So now the offense is looking for some answers here for the El Dorado Aztecs. They've been quiet so far, courtesy of the Eastwood Troopers defense. Lining up in a bunch formation this time.
Quick pass made and catch there. Twist, turns, flag is pulled. Couple yards there on that one.
Yeah, that was Emily Hadeke with the catch.
I'm surprised the El Dorado Aztecs have not used the center more the way the Eastwood has, because they used her in the previous game quite a bit.
Did they? Okay. Once again, tight formation. And,
wow.
Nice catch.
That's Marin once again. That's her favorite target, Coach.
Yep. Looking at the replay there, she just slips out into the flat. Makes a good catch this time. Good concentration.
That's a really nice throw by Tarango. She put that right in the hands of her receiver. She basically had to catch that, but a nice catch nonetheless by Marin.
Once again, tight formation. Drop back to pass. Oh, now they're going deep. They got a receiver, but just missed a little bit short on the throw. And the intended receiver there, Gabriela Magana, had to slow down to try and catch that ball.
Yeah, that was Maya Fernandez, Coach. That's one of their playmakers they got. She could get downfield. We saw her yesterday hit a home run, as well as number 2, Ahia? Is that how we decided to pronounce it? I'm sorry about that again to the Ahia family and to her herself.
False start there.
Yeah, another false start.
Man.
Yeah, on that pass there down the field, she was wide open. If they could have connected, she would have been in the end zone, which they need right now.
And I was just going to make that statement that they haven't really thrown deep. Everything has been short, within the 10-yard range, and they finally tried a deep ball, and it was open. You're right, Eddie. It was open, and anytime you have 2 or 3 steps on the defense, that's considered a home run shot that should be hit.
One back set now for the Aztecs. Snap is up. Here comes the reverse all the way around. Did not fool the Eastwood Troopers.
Toscano was there to make the adjustment. The running back had to adjust as she was waiting there, Coach. Like you said, she was not folded out. Turnover on downs.
And again, good defense by the Eastwood Troopers. Eddie and Mike and I were talking about the previous game, and it was dominated by defense, really.
Yeah. Again, the troops do a really good job of holding contain, and that's one of the biggest things. Well, Coach, being a defensive-minded coach for most of your career, that contain is so important.
yeah.
And if you can hold it, you give yourself a chance to succeed. And Eastwood's done a really good job all night doing that.
Yep.
Nakisco with the open field tackle there. Got to make sure we get those, because if not, the Eastwood will go down the field and score again.
That's true. Here comes that same play. Again, a lot of room by the defensive backs on those wide receivers. And they're giving up those short routes.
Yeah, that was Macias again on that quick hits, coach. And Macias does a really good job with her hips. She's got swivel hips, and what looks like a 2 to 3 yard gain, she turns it into about 6 or 7 just by swiveling her hips a little bit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Read my mind there, Mike. I was going to say the same thing. And that's what you got to do in flag football. You'll be able to move your hips around.
Right. Third down here for the Troopers. Here comes the pressure. Looking deep. Oh, that pass was a little short for Macias. Again, she had to stop and come back a little bit and sort of threw off the timing.
You can see the difference there with Gondara. She can avoid the rush where she has to extend plays, and that's something that Tarango's kind of struggled with the rush for El Dorado. She hasn't been able to get away just yet, but Gondara did on that and gave her receiver a chance downfield. Unfortunately, just fell incomplete.
Troopers. Gandara looking for a receiver down the field. Does a good job of avoiding the pressure and the rush. Makes the completion there on that replay. You see that move. I think that's what the El Dorado Aztec quarterback is looking for.
Yeah, she needs to do some of that, because to give your receivers a chance to operate downfield, I mean, they close it so fast from 7 yards that you're going to have to throw everything under 10 yards unless you can make a play where you avoid the first rusher. And if you can do that, that opens up things downfield. And we're seeing Gondada do a good job here on this drive.
Timeout called by Eastwood. I want to remind everyone to check out all our social media sites on Instagram and on X at EP Sportsnet. We got a lot of pictures that'll go up tonight. Even the post-game ceremonies will be up there. You see various photos from the previous days. Again, go to Instagram at EP Sportsnet and on X as well at EP Sportsnet. Don't forget to hit that link, EPSportsNetwork1.com, as we not only cover female flag football, we do everything and anything, Coach. We baseball, we got football coming up in August, high school basketball. We've done it all. We do it all here on EP Sports Network.
Ball going to be put back in play here. Eastwood in possession. They have crossed the first down zone. So
first down here.
Looking downfield and almost. It looked like number 15 for the Aztecs had a shot. Alyssa Hernandez maybe had a shot at a pick there.
Yeah, it looked like she did, but the ball was thrown a little bit wide left here, so she may have not been able to come down with it anyway, but she was there. Nice defensive play by Hernandez. Looks like somebody's taking a timeout here, Coach.
Timeout called, so we'll go ahead and take a very quick break. We'll be back after these messages.
On June 10th, the Texas University Interscholastic League will meet to discuss next steps on sanctioning girls flag football. Currently, 22 states have sanctioned girls flag football. You can show your support by signing the petition to help make Texas next. Click on the link below or visit epsportsnetwork1.com for more information.
Saturday, May 30th, World Championship Boxing returns to El Paso. It's a double main event night as hometown hero Stephanie Hahn takes on Holly Holm in a WBA lightweight world title defense. Amanda the Real Deal Serrano defends her unified titles against Germany's Cheyenne Pepper Hansen. Desley Robinson versus Mary Spencer. And Yocasta Valle versus Lourdes Juarez. 4 world title fights. One massive night for...
Welcome back, and you can win tickets to the Stephanie Hahn fight by going to our social media and hitting like on the posts that are there for that. Back to the action we go. Deep ball out of bounds.
Yeah, receivers ran out of room over there. Nice job, though, once again by Gondola there, though, to avoid the rush and get the ball down the field. Just not very accurate with that.
Yeah, it's got to be very frustrating for the rush team of the El Dorado Aztecs. They just have had no answer for the swivel hips that Gondada's putting on them. She's gotten away from them the last 4 times, and she's doing a really good job of extending some of these plays.
So it's halftime now, gentlemen. Eastwood leads over El Dorado 12-0. We'll be back for the second half of action after these messages.
World Championship Boxing returns to El Paso. It's a double main event night as hometown hero Stephanie Hahn takes on Holly Holm in a WBA lightweight world title defense. Amanda the Real Deal Serrano defends her unified titles against Germany's Cheyenne Pepper Hansen. Desley Robinson versus Mary Spencer. And Yocasta Valle versus Lourdes Juarez. 4 world title fights. One massive night for women's boxing at the El Paso County Coliseum. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com at the Coliseum box office.
And welcome back. You're watching Region 19 Female Flag Football Championship between Eastwood and El Dorado. Eastwood has the lead 12-0. Back to the action we go, Coach.
Yep, going Eastwood has first possession here. Again, nice escape. Oh, no, not that time. Not that time.
Sacked her in the backfield there, Coach.
First sack there for the El Dorado Aztecs. Good job that time. Gandara trying to avoid the defensive rusher, but couldn't quite do that.
Number 10, Serenity Rueda came in and made a nice pull there, got her down for the first time, because we've seen Gandara pretty much avoid everybody.
Yep, and now the ball is at the 1 yard line, deep in Trooper territory, and so they come back and just a nice little short throw there to get some yardage, get out of that danger zone. Oh, we got a flag. Preliminary signal is holding against the defense.
She's not very happy about
she's
that
not.
call. And as I've said many, many times so far this week, although this is flag football, it's still football.
That's right. That's right. It really is.
That's not fun when you get a penalty called against you and you got trucked by that center is a pretty big girl. And she
Yes, she
just
is.
ran right through her, yeah.
And I believe that makes it a first down, too. Back to pass once again. Oh, almost. Nice job of reading by number, I believe it's 13. Let me check the
Tarango.
replay. Yep.
Tarango on that play there, Coach.
Yeah, looking at the replay there, great, perfect position there, cutting in front of the intended receiver. Just couldn't quite finish the catch. Second down now for the Troopers. A little bit more pressure now for on Gandara. She's having a little bit more difficulty than she did in the first half.
Yeah, it's a real nice job there. Again, Coach, when you can speed up the quarterback, sometimes decisions are made and you just don't see the field as well, and you could force them into making errant throws. And they've gotten some pretty good pressure here. Maybe that was a nice halftime adjustment to get a different rusher in there.
That's true.
Good
You're
flag
right.
pull there by Hernandez.
Coming back to that pass down the middle there. I believe that's enough for the first down.
No, this is
No?
over here, Coach, right? Or did she
Oh,
get the? No,
that's-
she got the first down.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
Good call.
this is the no-run zone
Yes,
on this
sir.
side over here. So first down for the Eastwood Troopers once again, moving on their first possession here of the second half. Trips to the near side, one back. Gandara getting the signal from Coach Hernandez. And look out.
And again, if they float it up there
Yeah,
like that, that's the
dangerous
danger zone there, gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah, anytime you put some loft on that like that, you give people a lot of chances to react. And number 25 there, Talo Sapien, was ready to get that interception. Unfortunately, she dropped it. That would have been huge for El Dorado.
Second down now, going back to their reverse action are the Troopers. Good yardage there, and a nice run by Colette Mena.
Yeah, they do that action where they fake it to Delgado, and then they got speed with Mena coming back across the field, Coach. And she, like you said earlier, she gets north and south really fast.
She does.
And Vanessa Romo for El Dorado with the flag pull to save a score there.
Going back to that play straight up the middle.
Yeah, as soon as the rusher clears, they just turn around and hit the center there. They've done that 3 times in this drive alone. It's like 16 Yamada Alvarado with some nice receptions there for the
ball,
troops.
I'm sorry, Mike. The ball's marked at the 2-yard line in the no-run zone. So look for a pass here. And, well,
Flag, there's a flag. They handed it off. It looked like a handoff to me. I think they were trying to toss it.
Yep, I was second-guessing myself, saying, well, they're in the no-run zone, and then they hand off. So something's going on here.
They deceived you, Coach.
Well, he's trying to say that it was like kind of a shuffle pass or something, but that doesn't look like the referee's going to agree.
As it was going on, like I said, I thought it was a shovel pass too, but it was way too close to be a shovel pass.
Yeah, definitely called it, and that stops the drive there, Coach.
Wow.
Big break there for El Dorado.
Big play. Yeah, that certainly was. In order for El Dorado to stay in the game, they needed a break like that. And now they're going to get the first possession here of the second half.
And that was really close. Like Eddie said, I thought I saw air in between the running back and the quarterback, but all for naught as they made the call. And the call stands, and El Dorado takes over for the first possession here.
And let's see what kind of adjustments, if any, the El Dorado offense made here to try and be more efficient offensively.
As we spoke at halftime, Coach, they're going to have to find a way to get Tarango to get some more time as she lets her receivers work downfield.
Exactly right. Tight formation once again. Pass out to the flats, but a little bit too far out of reach of the intended receiver.
It's a nice little bunch formation. Looks
Yeah.
like the rusher got lost a little bit in that and wasn't able to rush Tarango as much as we've seen during that first half of action.
Really challenging throw there for Tarango. She went one way, had to come back across and throw the opposite way.
Exactly. It goes again. There are receivers open. You just got to find the right one. Yeah, that's the trouble with running that type of a bunch formation. The receivers are so bunched up, you need time to get them, make them run their routes and get separation.
Yeah, that was Haley Delgado get in there for the sack, Coach. And unfortunately, when you need time to play to develop, Haley doesn't give you a whole lot of time. She gets in there and gets after it. Made a nice tackle for a sack on Tarango. They're setting up a third down here.
Third down for the Aztecs. Ball is marked at, looks like about the, let's call it the 3-yard line. Empty set for El Dorado.
Changing the play, it looks like there, Coach.
You're right. Making an adjustment. And there goes the throw. And nice. No,
she passed it in front of the line of scrimmage there. The official was right there. She scooted up twice, went just 1 foot in front, and that's when she threw the ball, and there's the penalty.
Good call. Yeah, and that's a disadvantage of taking the snap from under center. You can't move forward if you're going to throw the ball.
And it gets you also closer to Delgado, who's just closing speed. She's got great closing speed. Doesn't give you a whole lot of time. This sets up almost kind of a Hail Mary situation here on 4th down, Coach.
4th down.
Here she comes again.
Yep, going to do it again. And it looks like Eastwood has seen that play before.
I think so. She was ready for it. The center again took about 3 steps, turns around. You see on the replay, she was almost there. Another, that's a break for El Dorado because that would have been a pick 6.
Yeah, that's
very
true.
Easily. And Haley Delgado probably wishes she could have that one back because had she caught it, it would have been an easy jaunt into the end zone for that 3-score lead. Nonetheless, El Dorado comes up empty and forces their defense to make a stop here to get the ball back.
So the Troopers in their second possession here in the second half. Start on 1st down. One back. No, now it's a set and reset. Here comes the motion. And Gandara looking for incomplete is the call.
There's a big collision there.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, you had Colette Mena coming in motion, and man, she ran right into the rusher there. And I don't think anything was intentional. They just collided, and it was a pretty good collision back there. Non-contact sport, Coach, but that's
flag football is still football. And once again, these guys said it, right? Unintentional. The rusher was just going in. There was Ramirez. Yep. The motion was coming across, and just bang, bang. Yep. And there's really nothing you can do about that.
And, of course, nobody's going to give in.
No, these are competitors, Coach.
They are. Comes to throw up the middle once again. This time, a nice pitch and catch there to Galford, who makes the play, gets good yardage, closer to the 1st down.
Aguirre with the flag pull there to hold them in front of the midway point of the field.
Galford's had a nice game, Coach. He's come up with some big grabs.
True. That's true. 3rd down.
Flag, false start.
First false start on the Trooper, I believe. The Aztecs have had a couple called already.
Yeah, last series they overcame that sack. Let's see if they can do the same here as they can overcome this penalty on 2nd down here.
One back for the Troopers. Motion. Running a drag. There goes the catch. And a good defensive play. Good defensive play there in the middle by, I believe that's number 13, Ivy Tarango. 3rd down now for the Troopers. Still in a one-back set. Gandara back to throw. Oh, she's going deep. Guess who? And there goes number 10, Mariana Macias, for another big touchdown.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch and catch there, but 25, Vanessa Romo for El Dorado had a beat on it, Coach, and she just she just didn't make it. You taught right to high point that she had her hands down low, and unfortunately for her, Macias high points just about everything, and it was just about where your hands were, and she pulled it in for the touchdown.
Exactly. So another score for the Troopers, going for a 2-point conversion, 1-point conversion, and a little chip drill, action there. Gets the extra point.
Off the hands of Alvarado. And I don't know who caught the ball there, Coach, but here's the replay.
Yeah, that was
number 11.
Galford again. The thing about the Troops is they got some tall girls across the field at their wide receiver position, so they're going to win just about every tip ball.
Yeah. It is definitely an advantage. To be tall and then to be coordinated enough to catch the ball makes it tough.
And I want to remind everybody to check out our social media sites. On Instagram at EP Sportsnet, on X at EP Sportsnet, Facebook as well. Don't forget to look for the Stephanie Hahn posts, as you can win 2 tickets to the Stephanie Hahn fight that's coming up. Like, share, and tag to be entered to win 2 tickets to the Stephanie Hahn fight coming up here in El Paso, Texas. May 13th, to be exact. And again, we have a feature on Stephanie Hahn. You go to the website, epsportsnetwork1.com. Coach, you got to talk to Stephanie Hahn before.
Had a chance to do that several times as well before some of her fights. And wishing her the best of luck.
Back to the action we go. Tarango at quarterback still, and Aztecs really need a score on this possession.
Yeah, again, quick throw this time. Crossing route to complete to number 2. That is Ahia.
Yeah, Coach, he is such a good playmaker for them. They just have not been able to get the ball to her. This is the first time I think we've called her name on the offensive side. And, man, she made some big plays yesterday, and she's fast and very capable.
Empty set once again. Here comes the throw to the outside. And a couple of misses there on the pull. That is number 7, Maya Fernandez, with a first down.
Yeah, that's another one. Fernandez had another big game yesterday, Coach, in the semis, and they've got a lot of capable girls. They just haven't had a chance to get the ball out to them too much.
Yep. First down now for the Aztecs. Going deep. Had a receiver out there open, getting behind the defense, but just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, it's Divinay Montelongo there, and she was open, Coach. She had those 2 or 3 steps that, as a quarterback, you've got to make that throw. And yeah, Tarango's a pretty accurate passer, but maybe the wind got her a little bit. I don't know, but man, she probably wishes she could have that one back.
The wind is going that direction. That might have helped. Back to the action. Tarango goes deep again. They know they got to get into the end zone, gentlemen.
Sure. Yeah. Got to stretch out the field, but very tough to do against this Eastwood defense, though.
Yeah, so one thing about Eastwood is they've got not only height, but they've got speed all over that secondary and cover really well. So down 3 scores, it's going to be to say that it's going to be an uphill battle is that's a statement, right? Because we all know it is. But if there's anybody who can do it here, it's Tarango. She's very accurate, and El Dorado definitely does have enough playmakers to make this a contest again.
Aztecs once again. Back to pass, looking deep. No, throws it short. Nice completion that time on that short route.
Nicole Alvarado on the catch there, Coach.
Good 4th down here, Coach.
This is a big play. You've got the ball going to be marked at the 10-yard line, 10 yards away from the end zone. Got to get the ball into the end zone here. No more downs left after this. Looking. Oh, finds his receiver, but just a little bit short. It's going to be marked at the 1-yard line. Wow. Can't get any closer than that.
Yeah. Wow. Ahia did everything she could. She stretched the ball over, but ended up about 1.5 foot short, Coach. Nice drive by El Dorado. Just, like I said, 1.5 foot short, and they're still down 3 scores.
On the replay, you saw the flag pull there. Great job by our camera workers tonight. We got a full crew here at EP Sports Network tonight for Region 19 flag football action. Back to the field we go.
First down, 1 back set. The Troopers looking to put some more points on the board. The throw to Haley Delgado there. Short completion. Minimal yardage. Brings up a 2nd down now for the Troopers.
Serenity Ureda on the tackle there. Nice play for a minimal gain.
This time, handoff to Delgado. And again, as we talked about, Delgado runs north and south.
Yeah, Amber Padilla coming about from her linebacker spot to hold the very quick and agile Haley Delgado to a minimal gain.
3rd down now for the Troop. Here comes the motion across the formation. And the pass, just a bit short. And behind the intended receiver, who is number 9. That's Isabel Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez is nice and tall, Coach. Just a good-looking wide receiver. Right? Just kind of what we look for on the boys' side.
Exactly right. Pressure. Oh, wide open now is number 11. That is going to be Galford once again having a big game here against the El Dorado Aztecs.
Coach, you see the safety play there where Mariana Macias, number 10 for the Troop, has just been spot on all night. And that one again, Vanessa Romo just misplayed the ball and was able to allow the Trooper receiver to get behind her for a big play.
Yep, exactly right. Ball's at the 4-yard line. Now that's a forward pitch there.
That's a legit shovel pass that time, gentlemen.
A little bit of a collision there. Everybody's all right.
Yeah, that was a big hit there, delivered by Delgado. She caught that ball and just collided there with Amber Padilla.
Inside the no-run zone for the Troopers, looking for that corner route. Touchdown once again. That is Galford, I believe, that makes the catch there for the touchdown. Nice throw by Ganda. You see there on the replay, perfect timing there. Galford just stopped, turned around, ball was in the air. And
Coach, that's a difficult catch.
It is.
She made a really nice catch. Got down there at her ankles and was able to bring that in before it hit the turf.
Point after coming up. The throw intended for Galford, just out of the end zone there. No good. It's going to make the score, I believe, 26-0 in favor of the Eastwood Troopers.
Aztecs need to do something on this possession as their time is definitely running out. We know how fast these games go, so they got to get going here. Again, go to epsportsnetwork1.com for any updated information on flag football and all other sports that we cover.
Yeah, and if you want to go back and watch replay of any of the games that we did these last 3 days, you'll find all the games there.
Back to the action we go. Tarango there, still in at quarterback. See if she makes some connections with her receivers on this drive, gentlemen.
First down, one back set for El Dorado. Handoff and a pass. And, the throw was just a little bit short. The intended receiver was behind the secondary. One of the few times that anybody that I've seen has gotten behind the secondary for the Eastwood Troopers.
Yeah, Divine Montelongo, number 1. She's got a lot of speed, Coach. That's the second time she's been behind. Tarango missed her earlier, and I don't think that was Tarango that made that throw. That was number 7.
No, that's 7.
Yeah, Fernandez, who had her, just had a little bit of pressure and wasn't able to get the ball out there to her, but she was definitely behind the defense of Eastwood, which hasn't allowed that to happen too much in both games that we've watched today.
Second down now for the Aztecs. And
drop ball there, gentlemen.
Wow.
Very unfortunate. You could just see it on their faces. Disappointed.
Yeah, it was a tough snap. Hit her in the face, and it just kind of, before she was able to catch it, it hit the ground.
Yeah, and that's one of those dangers of getting the snap like that. There goes the handoff this time. Running straight up the middle is going to be Maya Fernandez. Getting some positive yardage.
Collides with the defender there as the flag is being pulled.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a hard run, as you can say. She had bad intentions on that run, and you got to give Fernandez. I'm sure she's frustrated because she's a big playmaker, just hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to make plays during this game today.
One back set, another handoff to Fernandez there, and good job defensively. I believe that's number 25 for the Troopers. Talo, safe. Oh, I have to look at that again.
I'm glad you're trying it, Coach. It's a Sapii?
Yep.
Again, forgive us for chopping the names up. It is not done intentional.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're definitely trying, but it's Talo made a nice tackle there.
There you go.
Turnover on downs. I'm sure Eastwood will go ahead and try to chew up as much clock as they can as we're heading towards the end of the game. They run the ball on the very first play, going up the middle. Finally, the flag is pulled. And again, Delgado going straight up the gut there.
Yes, she is. Making some moves there, maybe making a couple of defenders miss.
We got Alvarado, number 16, at quarterback now for the Troop, Coach.
New quarterback. And new running back as well.
Flag on the field against Eastwood.
Number 15, Olivia Sainz, is also in the backfield for the Troopers.
So a pretty confident team Eastwood is right now, and plenty of depth, as they seem to not be missing a beat.
Nope, not at all. Just very efficient in what they do. Handoff there once again to number 15. That is Signs.
Yeah, Olivia Signs taking the handoff, going left, and a nice pull there by number 24, Amber Padilla, for the El Dorado defense, as they're just still hanging in there with a lot of fight. But it might be a little bit too late, as that 26-point lead looks very intimidating now.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Timeout called.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Be right back
that's
after
the game.
this. Oh, that's the ball game.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's the ball game. Final score: Eastwood 26, El Dorado 0. Eastwood is Region 19 champions. Both of these teams, however, will move on to the state tournament and compete in Denton, Texas.
Yeah, again, kudos to both teams. They played hard, they played tough, but Eastwood was just a better team tonight, and then they made more plays than the El Dorado Aztecs did. But it was a lot of fun, and good luck to both teams as they go on to represent El Paso up in the Texas state battle.
2 consecutive years of female flag football here in El Paso, Texas. Coach, what a wonderful thing that they got going on with female flag football. Again, you said it earlier. You see the improvement. They got a year under their belt. Now year number 2 is done. This thing is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And then before you know it, I truly believe female flag football will be sanctioned by the UIL sooner than later.
Well, that is the hope. And, one of the things that sticks in my mind, Eddie, is, when I come to the games during the week, and I come a little bit early, and just to watch the expression on these girls' faces as they come from school onto the field to start their game, there's something about it when they come up here and start warming up.
Most definitely the excitement there is for them. Again, their competitive nature. We know these young ladies are super competitive.
They are, definitely so.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Region 19 and the athletic directors of the El Paso Region 4, we'd like to present the Eastwood Lady Troopers with the Region 19 Female Flag Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, ladies, and good luck at the state championship.
So once again, Region 19 female flag football here in El Paso, Texas. You had 2 brackets, the Dallas Cowboys bracket and the Texans bracket. Then they came together and Eastwood won the Region 19 championship. Again, both teams will move on to Denton, Texas for the state tournament, which is awesome for El Paso to be represented with these quality athletes that we have here on the field. Final thoughts, gentlemen, from the experts.
Well, for me, I look forward to seeing what these 2 teams can do in competition against other teams in the state, and then see how comparable they are, and hopefully they can be successful over there and maybe bring home a trophy.
Yeah, Coach, for me, I'm a football junkie, so I just want to watch some quality football. And I think these girls out there make some really athletic plays. We saw some really solid quarterback play pretty much every week that we went to the games,
True.
Coach. And I was really impressed by that, being a former quarterback myself, and how well some of these girls can throw the ball and also catch the ball. And like you said, it's going to evolve into something better. There's going to be more schematic, updates and improvements as these teams continue to play and develop some of the younger players. So I'm looking forward. I hope that NIL can get it into a sport where it's available for everybody, because I think it's got a bright future.
Yep.
So a reminder for everybody to go to our website, epsportsnetwork1.com. Also check out our social sites on Instagram, Facebook, X. Again, on Instagram and X, at epsportsnet. Find the postings on Facebook for the Stephanie Hahn fight, and comment, like, and share on that post, and you can win 2 tickets to the Stephanie Hahn fight that is coming up here in El Paso, Texas. On behalf of the crew here at EP Sports Network, I'm Eddie Morelos. We got Mike Perez, Hall of Fame coach Tony Quijava, Rebecca Cruz doing the producing, Ace and Artie doing the replays. We got plenty of camera people, men and women. Thank you again for following us for Region 19 Female Flag Football Championships here in El Paso, Texas, and farewell.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Female Flag Football on El Paso Sports Network. Visit us at epsportsnetwork1.com for your source of sports and entertainment.